Well, look at that. This is my first bike, and I'm so glad that finally the season is over for me to keep this bike. For those of you who know, this is a Bajaj 150cc. It's a 4-speed, and I've done all that modification on that bike, put on those lights, and they go round and round the bike just like that. And of course I put in my name right there, the Baker. And definitely that has been one of the most amazing adventures I've ever had in my life. Having this bike is definitely an adventure for me. And someone was asking me, why am I selling this bike? And I've got some answers for you. Well, I've had this bike for the last 4 years. 4 amazing years. I bought it for my 36th birthday. And here I'm now, sasa niko hapa, and I'm 40, manega. So it's only right for me to get rid of this and get me another adventure. So of course, I've had to build it. It came with, actually the only thing that came with this bike is the frame. The only thing that came with the bike is the frame. Everything else is added. I put in some new shocks. Of course the exhaust is aftermarket. Everything you're looking at is definitely something that I added on the bike. Also, these shocks came with the bike, so those ones are still there. And so yeah, it's about time for me to get rid of this one. And the main reason is because when I bought this front tire, it was a new tire. So I decided, ile siku ndamaliza thread za hii tire, then it will be probably nice to sell the bike. And as you can see, the threads are completely done. That's it. So nikasema ile siku ndamaliza thread za hiyo tire, then I can sell the bike, I can get rid of it and get me something new. I have done over 150,000 kilometers on that bike for the last 4 years. Kila mahali kwa nimeenda. So definitely it's time for me to find something new, something exciting for me to start building up. Now I like old things, then I build them up. Like you can see, this is a 2017 model. It's a 4-speed, but it's 150cc. This is probably the only 150cc 4-speed bike, 4-gear bike that has been there in the market. They no longer sell this. Now they sell the 5-gear 150cc. This was taken out of the market. So this is probably a very unique bike. Very, very unique bike. If you're probably not gonna find another 4-speed Bajaj anywhere in the market unless ni mtu anakuuzia. So definitely I've ridden that bike for the last 4 years, created some really good memories, traveled to so many new places, traveled to so many towns, seen so many things, carried so many people on that bike. And yeah, as I turn 40, I pretty much feel like it's time for me to change and get something more exciting. I'm probably looking for an old car that I can actually remodel. Same thing I did with the bike. I'm looking for a car that I can actually remodel and rebuild. So this has been an exciting build, and I think for the person who's going to get this bike, I'm going to have to change the front tire. I'm going to have to change the dashboard for them so they can start some new miles on it. And I think the next thing I'm going to change on this bike, yes, it's the battery. 3 things I'm going to change on that bike: the front tire, the battery, and the dashboard. So I can give somebody a fresh start. They can start some from zero mileage and build something for themselves. So it's definitely a very good bike, very easy to maintain. I've only had to undo the engine twice, to change the timing chains. And I think I also need to change the timing chain for the person who buys this bike, which is going to be tomorrow. The person who's buying the bike is coming for it tomorrow. So I decided it's only right for me to do this video so I can be remembering this bike from. I'm actually from a road trip right now. As you can see, I'm on the highway. This is the Nakuru-Nairobi highway. Hapa ndipo mulikuwa mmekwama kwa jam as you are going home for Christmas. And you guys tore up this road here. Yeah? You guys are going for Christmas. Anyway, so that's been my bike. That's been one of the most exciting builds that I've ever done. So I'm looking for something new, a new thrill, a new excitement, a new thing to do. Probably a car. A car would do good. An old car. I've been thinking about a Peugeot, either 405 or 504. That would be exciting. So I can build that up, take it as a project bike. So when I bought this bike, I bought it as a project. And my plan was to actually rebuild it and sell it. Then, as I rebuilt it, nikanunua tire. I bought all this. I've changed this tire twice. So this is the second. Since I bought it, there was the tire that came with the bike. Then I changed it to something else. Then I used that one. Then I bought this one and put it up there. It was new. And then so I decided when I changed this front tire, that was like 2 years ago. I decided, ile sikuntamaliza thread, then I'm selling the bike. And it's only right for me to do so now, so I can change into something else. Probably find something more exciting to do with my life. So whoever gets this bike is definitely going to get a very, very good bike. Because mimi sikuinunua ikiwa hivi. When I bought it, it was old and rugged. Probably if I left it with the one who sold it to me, saa ingekuwa imeshaisha. It would have been written off. But look at it, still standing. And not just still standing, but looking fresh than before. It has no oil leaks. As you can see, hata kama engine ni mzee, it has no oil leaks, nothing. So it's a fresh bike. Very easy to maintain. If you're a bike beginner, I would suggest you start with a Bajaj 150cc. I don't think they have 4-speed, but if you can start with a Bajaj, that will be a very good bike for you to start your biker life on. Haita kusumbua. Just change the oil, make sure it's serviced after every 12 months. Make sure you change the timing chains just to give it some service. And of course, regular brake shoe. Every month una change brake shoe. Every month you change the oil, and you have a bike to run on. You know, very good build. So there you have it. My very first bike. I'm doing this video for me so I can be watching it later. Nikumbukage, this was something I built from nothing to what it is, and I'm excited. That was a good one. Now time for some new adventures. Let's go for them. And you will only watch all those new adventures and all my new shenanigans on this channel. So thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking and sharing the videos. And yeah, that's it. The Baker. Final lap. Definitely amazing. Awesome. So let me go back to the garage and see if I can get some new dashboard and a front tire. And I'm also thinking of changing the chain. I'm also thinking of changing the chain to that bike so I can give the person who buys this bike can have a brand new chain, a new tire, new dashboard, and a new battery, so they can start their life on this one. Right? It's been real. See you in the next one.